We finally got some new details on Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's coming out this holiday season worldwide, and it's definitely going to be for the 3DS, and it looks like it's having a very similar engine as to the last game. I've seen some people say, is this a new generation? To me, if it has new starters, it's a new generation. Speaking of starters, I think there's an interesting trio this time. You've got Rowlet, who is a grass-flying Pokemon, an owl specifically, and owls are kind of in right now, so makes sense. You've got a Fire Cat Litten, and then you've got Popplio, who's not particularly popular online right now. I think people think he looks stupid. I don't think he looks stupid. I think he looks like a Pokemon design. I think some of the water type Pokemon that are in that Pinniped theming are some of my favorites, like Walrein, and Samurott was actually pretty good as well, so I wouldn't hate on it too early. Now, as to what a potential secondary typing would be on each of these guys, who knows? Pokemon have had it both ways. They've had singular starter Pokemon that have the dual type. They've had all three have a secondary type, which also forms its own like balanced triad. So I just hope that it's not another firefighting type. If they're doing the balancing triad, they could potentially have a grass flying counteracting with a fire fighting, but I don't think they're going to do that because of what the third typing would have to be. Now, we did get some more information about these games, including what the region of the new games are going to be, and that's the Alola region, which is the Aloha region, which is pretty clearly Hawaii. Now, if you don't believe that pretty strong train of logic, the Japanese commercial does leave some more hints about it. In the commercial, you see a Japanese kid moving to a faraway place where it has white people and some islander-ish people, and they're speaking English, and that's Hawaii. Now, one of my favorite things about the later Pokemon games is it's very clear what the games are based off of, at least region-wise, and that influences the art direction. You've got the fifth generation, which was pretty clearly New York City. You've got the sixth generation, which was France, and now you got the seventh generation, which is Hawaii, or insert your own favorite island here. Now, there's not much else to say. There's not much more information that's put out, but I will reiterate the fact that I would personally like a little bit more difficulty in these games. I don't know if that's rebalancing the experience share or not throwing so many really good Pokemon at you and having more of a limited roster. I'm not sure what it is, but I would be interested in that. I think even the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire were much closer to the challenge I wanted than X and Y. So we'll see what happens.